My name is David Javier Carreras Moreno, also known as Mr. Red, and I'm a creative.
My name is Bayo, I'm one of the members of Chad's crew.
Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Power.
My name is Ephraim, DJ Enough, Big Spanish, Lopez, AKA the Heavy Hitter.
So For the Kids started 3 months ago when I decided to take on this project to help rebuild gardens and playgrounds in schools in Puerto Rico.
To be honest with you, I always knew I was Puerto Rican, but there was two things that certified me being Puerto Rican, right? The first thing was leaving my early neighborhood of the Lower East Side, right? So both my parents are of Puerto Rican descent, born and raised in Puerto Rico. My father's from Jabucoa. My mother is from Florida, if I'm not mistaken, or Arecibo.
My fondest memories of Puerto Rico happened this past year. Actually went out there for the anniversary of Hurricane Maria.
Coming across the first school that I selected, I found out that school was going to get shut down due to not having enough space to be able to house all the kids. So I took on a project on a newer school that had been abandoned for 2 years. So each building had about 1,000 pounds of vegetation growing on the roof, and I decided to take it upon myself and my friend Victoria Torres, who lives in Puerto Rico, to help rebuild this school so the kids would have a new place to study.
I grew up in Bronx Road Projects, so we had a small population of Puerto Ricans. So I knew early on, I was like, all right, I'm not black, I'm not African American, whatever. So I'm Puerto Rican. It wasn't until high school that I realized there were more of us. I met other Puerto Ricans from different parts of the Bronx. I met Nicer and Biju, my partners now, and from then sort of started painting together, working together. And part of our mission is, as artists, is to always remember our culture as well.
They met both on the Lower East Side, and I got my learnings, my first official Nuyorican culture, in the Lower East Side. So watching them play dominoes in front of the bodega outside, and family and friends, and playing in open lots, like that was our playground.
We went to a town in Añasco called Barrio Playa. I was able to connect with the people, and there was an organization called Project Refuge who basically set up this haven where we were able to go out there and support and bring supplies to the people in the community that wanted to help themselves. So I was able to connect with runners from all over the island that came to this one town to bring movement and action. And in the same vein, I was able to contact runners from New York City. And I said, look, I'm gonna be out in Puerto Rico. It would be amazing if we can do a run out in Puerto Rico and you guys could do a run out here in New York City and we could live stream it.
My story is a little bit reversed. I'm not the guy who's from New York that goes to Puerto Rico to visit, or all my family lives there. I was there during Hurricane Maria, September 16th, when it hit. I lived 22 days, no water, no electricity. And there I realized that after this time, my life would change forever.
So initially, when Hurricane Maria hit, there was like a vast amount of people that was sending aid, and they were being very proactive and wanting to get involved. Unfortunately, that aid wasn't reaching the people that it needed to reach. So a lot of the food and all the material got stuck in the ports. So people weren't really receiving what they needed to receive.
It was devastating. I mean, it was the worst I've ever seen the island as a whole. To have my grandmother living there and my mom living there at the time. I remember being here in the States feeling powerless. No matter how much money I had, no matter how much connections I had, it wasn't worth anything. I couldn't help them.
I had many friends. I've had friends who've lost their mother, because of the hurricane. And it wasn't even the hurricane that killed them. It was, dehydration after the fact. And just seeing what's going on, it's terrible. Seeing so many people affected, friends, family. It was a rough time.
Look at this picture right here. I put this here so you guys can see it, but this is a child embracing the flag, draped in, the Puerto Rican flag colors, and that flag represents warmth. It represents protection. It represents something important about the island and the people. And as much as us being 3.5 hours away from our people who are in the homeland, it's like we're still proud to represent the island, and we're still proud to see our brothers and sisters as one. And that's something that we strive for.
I have much love for my New Yorkers and how much love they have for Puerto Rico and how hard they rock and how much they want to wear the flag. You know, I can honestly say I didn't wear the flag as much when I lived in Puerto Rico as much as I do now that I live in New York, because to me it's very proud to carry the flag and to wear the flag so everybody knows where I'm from.
I got a job at Hot 97, and we did this thing called the Puerto Rican Day Parade. And every year they would announce my name and say, "Welcome, DJ Enough." And year one it was like, you know, year two it was like, year three it was like, but around year 5 they said my name, DJ Enough, and it was like rumbling. And I felt like for the very first time I was here, meaning I had the respect, I have the honor of carrying the torch for my Puerto Rican people, whether they were from the island, whether they were from New York, whether they were from anywhere. And that summer was a historical and magical summer for me because I was sanctioned by my Puerto Rican people.
Man, vamos to pa'lante. You know, I think everything, we're all going to go forward. It's our turn at bat. Every time we're at bat, we want to hit that home run. We got to help each other out. Nos tenemos que apoyar uno a los otros. Sin apoyo no se puede hacer nada. If you're not willing to help others, you're not going to move forward in life. You're not going to progress. So to me, pa'lante means not just myself moving forward, but putting my hand back, grabbing someone, and bringing them with me.
They sucked the land dry like sugar cane, way before the hurricane. Irma came, Maria came, then we were shamed when FEMA came. No help, they all false advertise, put all this red tape and patronize. While the government waits and stands aside, the authorities say that their hands are tied and they can't do more, although they want to. There's a chain of command that makes it hard to. They play underhand debates and argue. Only way is to stand, make them see our view.